I know women do it so much better than men. They really do. They make better decisions at life and especially in pickleball while lobbing. Pickleball lovers, don't forget to have a good day. This is Women's Senior Pro, happened in Delray a couple weeks ago. They hit some amazing lobs, and I love this first lob, strategic, right? If you're watching at home, this is a perfect way to utilize lobs and another lob in the same point. It's not overused. It wins the point, right? And look how well this lady disguises this lob. If you're watching at home, this is what you want. No take back, no towel. Look at that arc on that lob, right? Nice and high, and it's very tough to hit in the wind in a tournament. And this is really good defense. That skyhook, if you have a bad rotator cuff, it's great because you don't really hurt that shoulder. And this is the second lob coming right here. So good. And that's very tough. It's windy. Usually you go cross court. It leaves more room for error. But she didn't because she is a boss. The key to the lob in pickleball is to have no tells, right? That is the key of pickleball, Joey. Very good. Look at the woman in the top right-hand corner. Look at that dink she just hit because she's going to hit a lob that looks exactly the same. Coming right here. How good. It gets her out of trouble. It looks like a dink. It catches her opponent off guard. What else can I say? It's like Nirvana, baby. Look at this one more time. It's genius because she's getting pushed back, right? She can either dink middle, speed the ball up, or lob. But speeding the ball up would be a horrible decision, and lobbing worked. So do it once in a while. First of all, third shot lobs do work. They are effective. They should be used more. But at the higher levels, you're going to see lobs from the kitchen more. So we really have to disguise it as a what? As a dink, right? To fool our opponents. This is a third shot lob to be used in the wind when you're in trouble, when you're far back on the court. The third shot lob could be offensive if it's hit with a lot of topspin. However, in this example, she was on the defensive, made the right play, I would say, right? She was in trouble, get back in the play, don't miss a drop in the wind. And Joey, you ask, where should I hit the lob on the court? I would say cross court, it gives you more room. If you hit it straight back, it might be more effective, but it might go out. Everyone knows a lob's coming, but is it going in or out? And which way is the wind blowing? Because that dictates pretty much everything. There's a wind arrow, and let's see what happens. Yeah, the wind is so important. We must know where it is blowing at all times. It's like your best friend and worst enemy. Now, obviously, if one of your opponents is glaringly weaker than the other, I would lob that one all day, especially in a tournament. And if we're lobbing it to that person all day, we might as well lob it to that backhand, right? It's tougher to hit. Speaking of tournaments, it's going to be really windy. So when should we lob? When we're against the wind, it's a lot easier to lob with topspin because it gives the pickleball time to come down. If we lob with the wind's going to really take it quickly. So that's something to keep in mind. How do you tell if your opponents have that weight on their front toes? If you just try to speed it up last point, of course, following point. And this is genius. This is pickleball. You keep your opponents off balance. She knows what they're guessing, and she hits a lob, off speed changeup, whatever you want to call it. To defend that, a scorpion would have worked. No take back, or if you do, to have some type of move, something to think about. I would videotape yourself doing it. What I would recommend, go to the park with your pickleball friend and have them feed you 20 balls, videotape them, right? And try to see, can I recognize that I'm going to hit this lob opposed to a dink? Because if you can recognize it, surely your opponents can. It's tough to put the ball away if you lob to someone's backhand. Lobbing when you're out of position is a good play, and that's a good situation of when to lob. We'll go back, but take a look. She's getting pulled out wide. Most people speed it up in this occasion. Let me rephrase that. Women are better at everything. Guys make mistakes all the time, and women are better at lobbing, period. I hope you learned a little something. I love doing this so much. Save some money on paddles. It keeps us in business. Check the description. Pickleball lovers, take a look at that video. It was so good. But let me ask you a question. In tournaments, do you lob more than rec play? Because people get really upset, and I'm trying just to keep you here a little longer. And pickleball lovers, don't forget to have a good day.